Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Haven't seen Toma in a while. Who knows what that...
Probably something of the utmost importance.
We have people like that to thank for the decline of the samurai spirit in this day and age. If you're just gonna schmooze your way through every... Also, I heard he's Mondstadt, born and bred.
Oh, well, no wonder. What do you think Miss Kamisato even sees in that guy?
Sorry, haven't slept too well the last couple of days, on account of all this rain we've been having. Wait, what are you all doing here? Has something happened?
We were just having a little chat on our break. It's time we were going. We're busy people, Toma. You do well to grow a sense of urgency.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I'll think about that when my vacation's over. Sorry I'm a little late. Something came up. Yep, I sure did. No big deal, though. People like to criticize those who don't fit in. It's the same everywhere. If a little private gossiping helps them let off some steam, well, good for them. It does no harm to the Kamisato clan, wouldn't you agree? Exactly. Or live and let live, as they say. Today, it's time for a hard-earned rest. There's been so much to deal with since I got out of Komori Tea House. Oh man, this vacation's been a long time coming. There's too much going on here. Let's find somewhere more peaceful to discuss the— You're still my guest after all, and I'd like to hear your ideas. I keep thinking, since I'm the host here, we ought to do something but despite that, I still haven't got a clear plan. So, what do you usually prefer? Indoor or outdoor activities? You want to go out for a stroll? Perfect. I have a couple of— If you like cats and dogs, there's a great place I go there pretty much every time I have a day off. You can't help but be in a good mood when you're surrounded by cute— and feeling that, we could go downtown if you'd prefer. Narukami Island will be packed right now, so we could go to Rito and back to where we first met. I haven't been there in a long time. Which one are you feeling? I had a feeling you'd pick that one. Nice to know we share the same interests. There's a sakura tree in Hanamizaka where I go to feed them. Let's meet there in a short while. I need to grab a few things, though. Can't go there empty-handed.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Time to go.
The campaign There is no escape!
Come on, don't keep me... place is pretty dead. By which I mean, there's nothing to kill.
This is a pretty good spot, right? There are tons of stray cats and dogs here at the outskirts. Every time I come to Komori Tea House, it just sort of became a tradition over time. At first, it was a bit of a chore, but the more time I spent with them, the more I came to enjoy it. You think so? Well, feed them enough times and I'm sure you'll win. Not only that, you'll also start to feel that they're your responsibility. Why don't you try feeding them? I brought some of their favorite food just so you could get into their good graces. Don't worry, they'll still run away if they find someone threatening. You're an approachable person. Well, that didn't take long. Some of the dogs are even showing their bellies. That's a sign that they really trust you. Well, you'll rarely see Tarumaru roll onto his back, though. He's a ninja dog, so he's always on. Speaking of ninja dogs, I actually saw one the other day on the beach north of Konda Village. Well, that's the thing. They rarely go. After retiring, most ninja dogs are. It's extremely rare to find them on their own in the wild, so it makes me a little. Believe me, I wanted to bring it back to. I tried establishing some trust by petting it on the head, but still, I don't want to give up on it. Nobody really goes out that way, and I don't. That would be great. Even though it's not the most approachable dog, I still want to give it a... It seems to sit in the same spot on the beach all day, only moving to take a few paces back when the tide comes in. Last time I saw it, it's ultimately bringing it back to the Yashiro Commission is going to be or we could even bring it back to Komori Tea House to make friends with Tarumaru. Well, let's see if we even get that far. See it? It's judging by the breed and apparel, it definitely is a ninja dog from the Shimatsuban. It's looking a little more docile today. You should stay a few paces behind me. I know it looks calm, but... Here, doggy. Good doggy. You hungry, my friend? Oh, you're a vicious little thing, aren't you? You almost bit me again. Look at you, wasting away. You don't have to come back with us, but come on. You're not worried it's poisoned, are you? Here, I'll take the first... See? Delicious and poison-free. Come on, just have a bite. A little tiny bite. And then I'll leave you alone. How's that sound? Looks like it has zero intention of eating the food we brought. Is it just me, or does it look kind of on edge? Maybe it's something in the sea, or something nearby that's got him on alert. You think he was attacked by monsters? People do tend to lose their appetite in dangerous situations. Maybe it's the same for dogs, too. Let's clear out the area on behalf of our canine companion here. Thanks for helping out. This place should...
Into the wind. Wind strike.
Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death. Literally.
Oh, here, doggy. Look, you've gotta want to eat a little something now. Come on, eat up. Then, whatever's on your mind, you can tell me and Toromaru all about it. There I was, thinking that I was the one it didn't like. Well, to me, this proves that it simply doesn't want to leave this place. For now, let's not force it. Time to head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters. I'll see if I can find its owner, so they can come and collect it. That's right. The Shimatsuban only answered to the Yashiro Commissioner, However, I was talking to Commissioner Ayato a while back, and he agreed to let me. That doesn't mean I can mobilize the Shumatsuban to do my bidding, of course. But I'll be able to get the intel we need. No. Oh, all right. There's a good dog. Calm down. It's much safer here now, see? We're gonna leave now. Make sure. All right.
No time to lose.
This ninja dog you speak of, could I trouble you to describe it again?
A red Shiba with.
Oh, I think I know. You must be talking about Inu Shosho. That's right. I'm really surprised that's where.
Perfect! Now that we figured out his identity, we can get his owner to go and I should add, it's never good to have dogs run away like this. So, shall we go find the owner and see if they have time to fetch him?
I'm sorry, that won't be possible.
Why?
I'm afraid I can't disclose the owner's identity. What I can tell you is they went out to sea on a dangerous mission and he won't be. I had no idea that he hadn't taken Inu Shosho along with him. I can only assume that Inu Shosho is waiting for his owner to come back, which is why he refuses to move from the beach.
Did Inu Shosho's owner leave anything behind? You know, any personal items or
Most of his possessions disappeared along with the man himself. The only thing I can think of is, come with me. I'll see if I can find it. Ah, yes, this looks like the one. The reason this kunai stands out in my memory is because when he first joined the Shumatsuban, he trained at it harder than anyone else, to the point where the tip became blunt from erosion. Take it. The Shumatsuban will make sure to cover Inu Shosho's daily expenses.
Thank you kindly. Let's just hope Inu Shosho remembers the sense of this kunai. Let's go pay Inu Shosho another visit.
Young lady.
Inu Shosho. I know. You're waiting for your master to come home, aren't you? Don't worry, we're not looking to suddenly whisk you away. As I thought, you remember. Excellent. It looks like what he needed wasn't for us to take him away. You know, I sometimes did this too. When everyone has people and events from their past that they look back on fondly. I guess we only grow when... The Shumatsuban is not a peaceful organization. And being a ninja is an extremely dangerous profession. Many of the Shumatsuban's ninjas have paid the ultimate price in the course of carrying out top-secret missions. The Shumatsuban never discloses their identities. But at least now, Inu Shosho, you're not... From today onward, we will join you in honoring his memory. I think that means deal, right? Hey, in the future, maybe we could build a little kennel for him. In the long term, being out in the cold and wet like this could start to cause joint problems. I could make some winter clothes for him, too. In fact, I'd better get started.
seen Toma in a while. We have people like also.
Oh, well, no wonder. What do you think Miss Kamisato even sees in that guy?
Sorry. Wait, where are you?
We're busy.
Well, sorry I'm a little late. Something came up. Yep, no big deal though. If a little private, wouldn't you agree? Oh? I'm touched that that's how you see the situation. I don't think we need to go down that route though, in any case. But you're my guest and I live to serve. So if you have I'm willing to give anything you suggest a shot. As long as it... I'll be waiting for you right here. Just come and find...
Problem. Oh, you're Miss Kamisato's friend, aren't you? Basically, something downright awful's happened. In preparation for the festival next month, we procured some very precious ceremonial implements from another, but as luck would have it, our ship got hit by strong winds out at sea. Well, certainly there's no time to go all the way back up, but he's a shrewd one. He caught on to the fact that we needed the goods urgently and raised prices sky high. Clearly, he wants to take us for every moral we're worth. It's a real dilemma. We've tried, but he just won't budge. It doesn't help that he has something of a feud with the Yashiro He once sold us some ceremonial implements of exceptionally poor quality. We returned the items and exposed his malpractice. He's resented us ever since. Now that he actually has the chance to get back at us, there's no way he'll back down. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have any direct authority over merchants. We could file a formal complaint, but the process is long and drawn out, and the festival is drawing nearer every day. Kazumasa and Furusawa have marched off to see him, but I don't know whether they'll be able to. I really hope the festival goes smoothly.
Oh, that whole situation, huh? I heard a thing or two about it. I was planning on finding some... It's hard to say for... Since this has piqued your interest, still... The original plan here was to focus on your enjoyment, not rope you into the trials and tribulations of the Yashiro Commission. Oh, well, in that case, I guess I'd better look alive. Well, if that is what you really want...
I wonder what the rest of the Harbingers are up to. Plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no doubt.
Your asking price just isn't realistic.
If the festival gets delayed, don't...
Help! I'm being attacked by Yashiro's...
What? Hey, you little...
The Yashiro Commission is forcing me to sell against my will! Doshin!
Looks like there's no negotiation.
Wait up.
Is that all they got? Amateurs. The nerve. Oh, hello.
Hello again.
Wait, I know you. Well, it isn't the Yashiro Commission's errand boy. Do you know how long the Tenryo Commission locked me up for? All thanks to you, going on about my goods being cheap fakes.
You almost make it sound like I planted something and framed you. Those goods were defective. You know that, right?
Ugh, you're so pedantic. Think how many festivals there are in a given year. Now, take candles, for example. Do you have any idea how many they go through? I was happily providing you with some much-needed supplies. Not only were you ungrateful, you had the audacity. Well, now the tables have finally turned, and you're begging for my help. Can you really blame me for charging a little extra? Look, I found out what happened. The commission's shipment ran into the festival's right around the corner, so postponing it isn't an option. Right now, if the festival goes pear-shaped and Guji-ai or the almighty Shogun hears about it, they are not going to be happy. And then you'll have a real problem on your hands. So you might want to consider your position here.
Oh, come on, boss. This is all a little heartless. Besides, aside from the Yashiro Commission, no one else buys ceremonial items. Sure.
Don't give me that! The fact is, you're desperate to buy. The batch I have here can go to waste for all I care. It'd be no great
Looks like we can't come to an agreement then.
Well, I'm glad it's dawning on you. You can either pay up or look like a bunch of idiots when the festival comes around. Time's precious, and I've given you a fair slice of mine today. When you're...
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that he doesn't intend to discuss this any further. I guess his time in the police station didn't make for happy memories. No need. I can't say I think much of the way Yusaka was acting. But ultimately, we were the ones who lost the goods, so the responsibility is on us to find a solution. Otherwise, even if we write... let's go. There are a few people I want to introduce you to.
If it isn't Toma. I must say, I'm surprised to see you. Last I heard, you were in... who's the new
A friend.
Friend? What?
They're not a connection, if that's what you're thinking. No vested interest here. I originally wanted to take her out for some downtime, but we've ended up mired.
So, what's the situation today, then? I only ever see you when you need...
Well, I remember the last time we spoke, you were grumbling about a lack of iron ore.
Why? You got any supplier recommendations? You're a little out of the loop, my friend. We increased our bid price a while back. Soon after, we found plenty of sellers were pulling out all... I heard some people were so eager to get in on the action that they even took out loans to get ahead of the competition.
Sounds like now you have the opposite problem. More iron ore than you know what to do with.
That's right. We're going to have to select a few sellers from the pool. There are certain candidates under consideration already, but...
I see. Well, would you mind if I gave you a couple of tips? As it happens, I'd noticed that shipments of iron ore had recently picked up. I looked into it a little and managed to get a sense of which sellers had the quality stock, which offered...
You don't say.
These two are veterans of the business. Regular sales, quality stock, but their price is a little steep. I think you could talk them down, though. I'd say to around this one sprung up out of nowhere recently in retail. Their approach is high volume, small profit margins. The quality's not too bad, but there's always a few duds, so you'd need to inspect the goods thoroughly. This one grabbed a loan and leapt straight onto the bandwagon. In their haste, I fear they may have ended up with a mixed bag as far as quality is concerned. Given that their price isn't particularly competitive,
Wait, I know this name.
To be completely upfront, this is really quite important to me.
Don't mention it. It's no skin off my back. There is something I hope you could do for me in return, though. Recently, several of our deliveries of iron... It's the worst on the road between Konda Village and Inazuma City. Something always seems...
No problem. We'll be back before you know it. I guess you have a few questions. I'll explain everything later.
thank you both.
Hi there.
Uh,
Nope, this is he's the one you should. All right. Careful. There could be more monsters to come. One final push. Adorn my night.
I'm going in.
All right.
Many thanks. There were so many monsters.
The route should be safe from.
Sure thing.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Worry no more, good sir.
Good to know. You always seem to be speaking of.
Ah, that rings a bell. Is that...
Think nothing of it.
Okay, this problem is halfway solved. That was the quartermaster, the 10 making weapons, and the iron ore trade is actually what I was discussing with him just now. On the surface, but before that, time to go visit another... Time to go.
Toma, Yasutake's...
Really? Why?
You betcha.
But as I recall, so if we separate...
In principle, I'm just a small...
Come on now, let's work something... For starters...
If you bring me some Noctilucous Jade, I'll get...
Great. All right, Okay.
Plenty. You know, Toma, I sure hope the two...
Don't you worry.
That's good to hear. Okay, I'll be seeing you folks.
Don't worry. People whose attention is always focused on... let's head back...
highly doubt that would work. And again,
But the samurai spirit...
we serve the head of the clan. If the clan...
Is any...
There's nothing we can do about it. I apologize.
I apologize.
Huh?
I apologize.
What's going on here?
Toma! Toma! I was completely in the wrong. However much you need, I'll sell it to you. I've got a...
And without any duds this time, I assume?
None! None whatsoever! I'll stake my whole reputation on it! No, please! This is my whole livelihood!
Since you've promised not to sneak in any fakes this time around, go ahead with the shipment. Once we've inspected the good...
Okay! I'll deliver the goods right away!
You see what I mean? Getting things settled as soon as possible is in everyone's best interest. All right.
Why was he apologizing?
What's going on here? That's strange.
Okay, the floors are done. Next, I need to dust down the rail. I only took one day off, but look how much dust has gathered. This is what I mean when I say cleaning is a daily chore. You remember what he said, don't you? His goods could go unsold, so the solution in this case was to cut off his main line of business and make him really... The Yashiro Commission doesn't have the authority to meddle in the business world, but as it happened, I knew a few of his major customers. When he realized he couldn't shift his product, had no source of revenue, and wouldn't be able to pay off his loan, then I just had to make sure he caught wind of what the cause of his problems was, so he'd seek us out to make an apology. It's no big deal. I've dealt with plenty of situations like this in the past. I know you'd like people to look up to me more. I'm just the housekeeper of the Kamisato clan. Reputation isn't all that important to me. You feel indignant for my sake when you hear for me, that's enough. All I need... Thanks for your help in averting a potential crisis for the Yashiro Commission. I owe you... Plus, I didn't get...
There are leaves around, and I need just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
I keep thinking, since I'm the host here, we ought to... But this... So, what do you... Sounds like a plan. In which case, there's nowhere better to sit and chat. I'll head over there right now and get a few things prepared. Welcome. It must have been a while since you were last here. Since it's about time to eat, so please, help. And I can't claim to compete with the likes of Uyu Restaurant. What's wrong? You look shocked. Whoa, whoa, there's been a misunderstanding. I admit, I may have added a few weird things to that hot pot, but it was just a game. For normal meals, I cook normal dishes. I am a housekeeper after all. Anyway, please dig in. I won't get the chance. Well, seems like my cooking has your seal of approval. You're welcome. When you're out adventuring on your own, you take your cape, for example. If you ignore them, sooner or later the whole seam is... Let me sew it up for you later. I'm pretty handy. Speaking of housekeeping, I can say with confidence, cleaning, cooking, and mending are among my greatest strengths. You can always feel free to hand me jobs like this. What is it? Wait, you're suggesting I teach housekeeping to the Yashiro Commission staff? I'm not sure it would work. I doubt anyone would sign up for that class. I just don't think it's realistic to change people's perception of me just by showcasing my housekeeping skills. With that being said, finding an opportunity to share some life maintenance is important. You have to look after yourself if you're going to bring your best self to your work. You know what? Let's give it a try. But first... You think so? In that case, if I'm going to end up with a lot of students, I should make sure I have tables and chairs I can sort out easily enough. But I'll need to stock up on materials and ingredients for the textiles and cookery segments. Are you sure? That'd be greatly appreciated. Once we have all our essential, I really hope everything goes... Great! That's all the ingredients we need. Time to hit the streets and launch our grand advertisement. As it happens, I know someone in town who runs a textiles bit, so let's pay her. Time to go. Time to go.
Welcome to Ogre Textiles and Kim. Looking to buy some fabric? We have a new batch in.
It sounds interesting. I'll take a look. But...
Oh? And what?
Well, problem is, I'm not among other things, do you think you'd be able to...
Of course, it'd be my pleasure. And thank you for... As it happens, several of my regular customers do... After I've closed up for the day, I'll go and talk to them for you. The only thing is, I'm not sure there's enough of them for a whole class. Ah, I know. Yuko is supposed...
Yuko? So she has an interest...
If I remember correctly, she mentioned in conversation once, with your housekeeping expertise, I'm sure you'd be able to get her in.
Great. Thanks. All right.
Honestly, my husband doesn't lift a finger around the house. The moment he's home on his day off, it's shoes off and straight to bed so he can...
I have one of those at home. I know his work is tiring, but recently I've been really struggling with all the
They act like it's our job, just because we do it. But nobody trained us, either.
Hello, ladies. Might I ask which...
Oh, that would be me. Sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
I'm Toma, the housekeeper for the Yashiro Commission. We're looking to start a housekeeping class at the Commission headquarters.
Housekeeping?
That's right, yes. We'll be teaching a whole bunch of handy housework tips and tricks. Sweeping, mopping, laundry, cookery, you know, that sort of thing. The class is free, of course. The only cost to you is the materials used.
What do you think?
I think this is suspiciously coincidental.
Well, I'll be straight with you ladies. I believe the classes are free for a limited time only, right, Traveler? So far, attendance has been a little on the slow side, so we decided to start offering free trial classes. In other words, after the trial period comes to an end, and if you're still satisfied with the results, you can book more classes for yourself and complete the rest of
I see. It's certain, but I have a question. Is this class
Oh, not at all. It's open to people of all genders and ages. The way I see it, housework you've got to know how to look after yourself. Life should
Well said. In that case, I'll bring my husband along. Sounds like he could learn
Me too. Oh, and while you're at it, have you thought about asking Nog? I'm sure older folks like him would have time to attend. The more the merrier.
Thank you, Toma. Please excuse us.
All right, I'll see if I can convince the older folks to come along.
Time to go.
Housekeeping class. I was handy around the home back in the day. Sadly, you're very young. Are you quite sure you're up to the task of teaching housekeeping?
I will do my very best. As housekeeper for the Kamisato clan, I've been honing my craft for a long time now.
Very good, young man. Well then, if you are as good as you claim to be, I will encourage everyone I know to attend your classes.
What can I say? We'll be on... Well then, that will probably just about do it as far as promotion is concerned. To be honest, with this being my first time, I just hope it goes well. Anyway, tonight, so... what do you think the turnout will be like? I sure hope so. We promoted it pretty hard after all. This is the weirdest feeling. You... Welcome, one and all. This is my first time teaching a housekeeping class, just as I'm sure I'd like to start from the theory, if I may, and talk a little bit about why mastering...
Quick, come in. Toma started the class already. Well, of course. No one's ever held a class like this and I saved you a place. Please take a seat.
The way I see it, housekeeping is a unique skill set that empowers you. Nowhere are these skills more pertinent than in the context of a marital. If you can't look after yourself properly, that burden ends up being shouldered by your partner. Huh?
What the?
Huh?
I brought him. Didn't you say men can study housekeeping too?
Wipe that look off your face. Aren't you going to...
No, it's...
Darling.
Hello, teacher.
For the love of... Hello, teacher.
Well, hello, and welcome. Well, let's keep going. Housekeeping is not difficult. To keep up with housework on an ongoing basis, you either have to love everything about it, or you need a few tricks up your sleeve to make things easier. So, for today's topic, we're going to focus... excuse me, you over there, focus, please. I like to see active engagement in my lessons. That is, unless some of you are looking to stay behind. I keep thinking, but this... So, what... You want to go out? If you like cats, I go there pretty much feeling that. Narukami Island. Which one are you? I know Rito pretty... Today's a rare... I haven't been to read. Then again, makes me wonder, what is Mondstadt like these days? Yeah, I actually grew up there. Later, my father moved back to Inazuma, and then we never heard from him. I wanted to take him some dandelion wine. Unfortunately, we hit a huge storm on the way. Oh, I'll spare you. This is a branch of the Chuyu Trading Company based... I'm guessing you would have seen shops that look like this over there.
Ah, hello there. What brings the two? Since you're here, you should pick out a special something. Like this Noctilucus jade necklace. Or this core lapis. Do either of them pique your interest?
I think... to heck with it. How often do... But you've got to be fair to us with the price, ma'am. My friend he...
Oh, really? Well, say no more, Toma. I would...
It looks very reasonable. Deal. Now then. Back in its heyday, Rito always used to remind me of Mondstadt. Freedom of trade, freedom of culture, and freedom of lifestyle. This is the Sailing Breeze, a purveyor of Mondstadt wines. As it turned out, one of the first things that greeted me, it must be said though, the wines back when my father was still in Mondstadt. Of course, I was still a kid back, and now that I'm actually old enough, the opportunity is gone. I hope so. You've been to Mondstadt, right? I assume... I hear the owner's quite a formidable businessman. When that day comes, we should also grab it... Rito's been going downhill ever since the Sakoku decree took effect. The winds of freedom disappeared, and a dark gloom took their place. Ironically, though, it's that same gloom that really allows me to thrive here.
Hi, Toma. Out shopping with your friend? Can I get you anything today?
Oh, why not? I'll take that toy fox. The Sakoku decree has not been good for business. Merchants have faced hostility at every turn. That's why the International Trade Association got together. Ah, here we are. Bet this takes you back, huh? We sure did. A lot of people in Rito are still very grateful to you for that. If you're interested, I could set up a—
Excuse me, Toma? It is you! What a coincidence! I was just about—
I don't believe we've met.
No. I ran into some trouble a while back. If you're on the receiving end of someone's—
Something you—
That's right! So here it is. I thought this would be the only fitting way to repay— Not to mention that the value of your assist— Do you like it?
Oh. I humbly accept your gift. Keep up the good work.
I will! I'll leave you in peace now.
You too. Goodbye. Pretty high energy guy, huh? You want to try? This store is indeed renowned in Inazu. They're all handmade by top chefs. And the flavor, great! I'm glad. I'll see about trying to— Okay, that about wraps up our nostalgia trip. Let's keep heading this way. With the change of seasons, Rito gives me a different feeling each time I come. Maybe it's not entirely to do with the seasons. Anyway, the main point is, I'm happy to be here with you this time. I come to this place. The view here isn't as spectacular as on Naruto. I believe that the Sakoku decree will be repealed when the winds of freedom finally— Alright, time— Come to think of it, I do have a couple more places I could take you. The whole reason I took you out was to thank you for all the help you gave us during the Vision Hunt decree. As long as you enjoyed yourself, that's all. Really? Oh my, it's— This really— Oh, I'm a little lost for words. This gift is invaluable. Oh, I know, but I don't mean its material value. I'm talking about its let me put it this way. The confectionery I received from that merchant earlier, I helped him out. So if you lend more to someone, you can get— But the gift you just gave me can't be weighed in the same terms. Okay, well, it's an omamori I always carry with me, but it can bring the bearer good— He gave it to my mom. Who knows? Whatever the truth of it is— I keep thinking, but this— So, what— Sounds like a plan. In which case, there's nowhere— I'll head over there. Welcome. Since it's so please, and, what's wrong? You look shocked. Whoa, I admit, I'm for normal meals. Anyway, please. Well, seems like you're welcome. Take your cape, for example. If you ignore them, let me sew it up for you later. Speaking of house cleaning, cooking, and mending are among my greatest. What is it? Wait. I just don't think it's realistic to with that being said, life maintenance is important. You know what? All right then. Tables and chairs, let's start by...
Housekeeping, you know. Unfortunately, I have quite a lot going on over the next...
Oh, no problem at all.
Thanks, Toma. Also, as the Kamisato clan's butler, I'm sure she'd know a lot. Sure.
Let's...
Toma, has something happened?
Oh, not at all. We were just...
housekeeping. I'm guessing you... In which case, seeing is believing after all. You could spend a long time trying to convince...
I like Frutas. In which case, heck, let's get started. And the flowers will really flourish now that the weeds are gone. While we're here, though, we should water the trees.
Toma is as enthusiastic as ever. We should get a real job.
Toma has something...
Oh, not at all.
A housekeeper. I'm guessing you... In which case, seeing is believing after all.
I like fruit. In which case, let's get started. And the flowers will really flourish now that the weeds are gone. We had a lot of spectators, huh? Either way, I usually handle all of this stuff on my own. But having you join me today was a pretty great experience. Well, here's hoping.
If there's anything you wish for, I'll gladly be of service. If there's anything you wish for, I'll
Welcome. Don't be too upset. This is normal. With things like this, you can't expect to change. Well then, it looks like I'm all yours for this class. I also want to take this opportunity to teach you how to knit a sweater. The fact that you're... But really, it doesn't bother me at all. Once in a while, someone takes issue with people are always going to talk. It's in their nature, and you can't... But that's enough about all that. Let's start with the class. Put your thumb on the yarn here, index finger. You learn pretty quick. But exactly, just like that. Now, scarves are always a great... Just imagining it warms... I keep thinking, since I'm the... But this... So... You want to go... If you like cat, I go there pretty... Feeling that. Narukami Island... Which one are you? There's a sakura tree in Hanamizaka. I need to grab a few... This is a pretty good... There are tons of It just sort of became a tradition over time. You think so? Not only that, why don't you try I brought some of their favorite food just so you could get into their good graces. They'll still run away. You're an approachable person. Well, that didn't take long. Some of the dogs are... well, speaking of ninja dogs, I actually saw one. Well, after retiring, it's extremely rare to find them on their own in the wild, so it makes me a little concerned. I tried to establish it still. That's probably... It wasn't a very aggressive... Let's wait until it's a need before go... But back to our problem is, most of them don't actually... That's not a bad idea. See? You're... I think I can't get over how cute they are. They're just adorable, aren't they? I'll have to think carefully about the color should be complementary. You know, the first time I came here, I still remember the first time the Kamisato clan, I was holding my umbrella on my... Sadly, he wasn't interested in having a conversation. I mean, I fixed it and so... Anyway, after they turned me away, the weather went from bad to worse. The wind was so strong it rendered my umbrella complete. I decided to take shelter under a tree and found a stray dog sitting there. It saw me and moved a little further in, like it was trying to make... So we sat there together. I shared my onigiri with it, stone cold by this point, but still edible. As far as the big shots are concerned, I'm just an expendable servant. But when I'm with these little guys and gals, everything's... Even when I show up empty-handed, they still come to me. Sorry. Ended up giving you the unabridged version. Great, I'll see you... I had some things I needed to do, so I wonder if they'll actually suit them. This one's for Pep. With with any luck, that should see that then, come the spring, a new year will begin. And they'll be free to roam the You know, if you take one date that might sound a bit naive, at least it seems to have worked for me.
Wherever in this world